Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Battlefield 1 multiplayer on the GeForce GTX 1050, 2GB for FPS monitoring. I'll be using CAM. If you want to download this software, there's a link down in the description. And if you want to purchase any of the parts featured in this build and support the channel, there are Amazon affiliate links down in the description too. So Battlefield 1 multiplayer, I'll be doing 1080p, 900p and 720p using both a G4560 and an i5-7400. To skip any of those sections of the video, check the description below. So first I'll show you the G4560 on 1080p. You'll see that I'm using pretty much a mix between medium, low and high. I kept mesh quality on the minimum since that helped me a little bit with the CPU, and my target was 60 frames per second throughout the video. I wasn't targeting 30 since the game itself is designed to run at 60. You'll also see on consoles that the target is 60. They have drops below 60 quite often on very intensive multiplayer matches, but still the target is 60 frames per second. You'll see that on some sections of the video I kept the frame rate at 60. That's to have a more consistent experience since the game uses a lot of CPU, and if you cap it at 60 frames per second, it will just lessen the impact on the CPU so the game is more consistent. You'll see on the bottom left corner of the video that I have a graph there. That should give you an idea when a stutter happens, to say it as simple as I can. You maybe see that the frame rate is fine, but the frame times are inconsistent. That's the time a frame stays on screen before jumping onto the next one. But imagine you have a frame for 13.3 milliseconds and then suddenly the next frame lasts for around 53 milliseconds. You notice a stutter, but the frame rate is fine. That's due to the frame times. That's what you see on the graph represented there. So when you see big spikes, it's because the game just had a stutter. I recommend capping it at 60 frames per second no matter what processor you have. It's usually much more stable. Then with the i5-7400, I test 1080p, 900p and 720p. I didn't test 900p and 720p with the G4560 since the frame rate is pretty much the same, but the stutters and freezes and all that kind of stuff will still happen since the frame rate will be higher. Well, in that case for the G4560, that's no good since it can usually go to a little over 60 frames per second consistently. If I just drop to 720p, it won't be that much better. It will just spike more. So I recommend just capping the game at 60 and use the same settings that I use with the i5 section on 900p and 720p. And you'll have a pretty similar experience to what I have on 1080p. But anyway, you will see that on the i5-7400 there are still spikes onto the graph. I also noticed that the hard drive usage was quite high, sometimes hitting 100%. That can also be a reason for the FPS drops and the peaks in the graph. I noticed that by using an SSD, those peaks were way less often, so keep that in mind. I also tried 16 GB of RAM and I didn't notice any major differences. The stutters were still there, so it's a thing of CPU and hard drive usage for what I could see. It seems to be inevitable. This game uses a lot of CPU, and the map I'm trying is the one that I had the most issues with the frame times. It seems to be one of the most CPU intensive maps. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the one that I had most performance issues at. That's why I selected this one with 64 players. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you keep enjoying the video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.
We are losing objective Duff. We have taken objective Charlie.
Hier, erste Hilfe! Erste Hilfe, nimm schon! Soll ich deine Wunden versorgen?
We have lost objective Butter.
Wir haben einen Flammenwerfer! Hier, erste Hilfe.
Danke. Danke, Mann.
Für dich, Kamerad. Erste Hilfe.
Danke, Kleiner.
We have taken objective butter.
Gehört das Ziel uns?
Das ist ein Panzer. Ich krieg dich wieder hin.
We have lost objective Duff.
Ich helfe dir. Soll ich dich wieder zusammenflecken? Erste Hilfe. Ich hoffe, das Zeug nützt was. Hier, Mann, Erste Hilfe.
Danke, Kleiner.
Ich werfe eine Granate, aufpassen!
We have lost objective apples.
Erste Hilfe, nimm schon! Ich brauche Munition, Beeilung! Damit kommst du auf die Beine. Erste Hilfe, greif zu! Granate ist raus, kämpfe weiter!
We have lost objective Edward.
Sighted!
Spare ammo, anyone?
We are losing objective Charlie.
Do you want me to patch your wounds? I'll deal with those wounds if you like.
We have lost objective Charlie.
Your wounds, I can fix them.
We have taken objective Edward.
I can fix your wounds. Give us some ammo, someone.
lost objective Duff.
Are you hurt? I'll patch you up. That's first aid for you.
We have lost objective Freddy.
Here, first aid.
We are losing objective Edward.
Position under attack! Stop with me!
You see him? Shot trooper.
We have an armored train en route. The enemy controls all objectives.
Positions are overrun. We must retain ground before it's too late! Down!
I can fix your wounds. First aid for you. Enemy soldier.
We have taken objective Butter.
There's some first aid. There, first aid. Grenade going out!
We are losing objective Freddy. We have lost objective Butter.
wounds, I can fix them. There, first aid.
We are losing objective Duff.
This is our ground! Don't give it away!
First aid, use it.
That's out!
Bring it in! Use this field ready.
I can patch your wounds.
We are losing objective Edward.
Attack! Enemy medic!
We have lost objective Duff.
Use that first aid.
We are losing objective Charlie.
Attacking the objective!
First aid, take it. First aid, take it.
Halfway there, the enemy has the upper hand.
There, first aid. That's first aid for you.
There's some ammunition! Gas!
We have taken objective Freddy.
The objective is ours! Good work!
Going out. You're injured, I can help. There's some first aid.
We have lost objective Charlie.
Objective has been captured by the enemy!
Grenade out! Look like me.
We have taken objective Duff. We are losing objective Edward.
They come!
Heads up! Grenade out!